大家好，今天我们要聆听经典童话《皇帝的新装》的英文版故事。这不仅是一个有趣的故事，更是一个充满智慧和讽刺的寓言。通过这个视频，你不仅可以练习英语听力，还能学习一些实用的英语表达方式，同时思考人性中的盲从与真相的重要性。现在就让我们进入朗读的世界，一起体验这场荒诞而发人深省的童话吧。
Once upon a time, in a grand kingdom ruled by a vain and extravagant emperor, there was nothing more important than fashion. This emperor cared not for his people, nor for matters of war or peace. His only concern was his appearance. Day after day, he would stand before his mirror, changing from one luxurious robe to another, seeking the admiration of his subjects. One day, two strangers arrived in the kingdom. They claimed to be master weavers, capable of creating the most exquisite garments imaginable. Their fabrics, they insisted, were not only breathtakingly beautiful, but also had a unique, magical property. Only those who were truly wise and competent could see them. Fools, however, would see nothing at all. The emperor, intrigued, rises from his throne, eyes gleaming with excitement. The emperor, ever obsessed with his attire and eager to outshine all other rulers, was fascinated. If I wear such a robe, he thought, I shall immediately know who in my court is intelligent and who is a fool. Without hesitation, he ordered the weavers to begin their work, promising them vast riches for their efforts. So the weavers are given a luxurious chamber inside the palace. They set up large looms, but, curiously, there is no fabric upon them. The two men, who were in fact cunning tricksters, pretended to weave from dawn till dusk. They moved their hands skillfully over empty looms, pretending to cut and sew fabric that did not exist. But the emperor and his ministers were oblivious to the deception. They were too terrified of appearing foolish. The emperor's most trusted minister, a dignified old man, is sent to inspect the work. He enters the chamber, sees the empty looms, and gasps quietly. The minister could see nothing, for there was nothing to see. But fear gripped his heart. If he admitted the truth, would the emperor deem him a fool? Would he lose his position? And so, he smiled, and praised the invisible cloth. Exquisite, he declared, the colors, the patterns beyond compare. The tricksters exchanged secretive smiles, continuing their act. As days passed, more officials visited the workshop, each leaving with the same fearful admiration. None dared speak the truth. The emperor, eager to witness the marvel himself, entered the chamber with great anticipation. But as he gazed upon the empty looms, his heart trembled. He saw nothing. Yet, surrounded by his ministers, who all praised the magnificent cloth, the emperor swallowed his pride and declared, indeed, what a masterpiece. The grand parade is announced. The emperor, beaming with confidence, prepares to display his new clothes to the entire kingdom. The day of the procession arrived. The streets were lined with people, eager to witness the emperor's newest attire. The tricksters dressed the emperor in the invisible garments, lifting imaginary robes with great ceremony. As the emperor stepped forward, adorned in nothing but his undergarments, the crowd erupted in astonished whispers. None dared to speak the truth. After all, only fools could not see the fabric. And so, one by one, they applauded, praising the elegance of the emperor's attire. A small child, sitting on his father's shoulders, tugs at his sleeve and points at the emperor. But the emperor isn't wearing anything, the child exclaimed in his innocent voice. A hush fell over the crowd. The words rippled through the assembly, growing louder with each repetition. The emperor, hearing the murmurs, felt his face burn with shame. He knew the truth, yet he had gone too far. With all his dignity at stake, he lifted his chin and continued his parade, pretending nothing was amiss. And so, the emperor, trapped by his own pride, became the greatest fool of all. The moral of this story is, Pride and vanity can blind us to the truth, but honesty even from the smallest voice can reveal reality. Will you have the courage to see things as they truly are?
你听懂这个故事了吗？皇帝因虚荣而受骗，而周围的人因害怕而盲从，直到一个孩子勇敢地揭露真相。这不仅是一则童话，更是对现实社会的深刻讽刺。如果你喜欢这样的英文故事听力练习，别忘了点赞、订阅，并在评论区分享你的看法。我们下期再见。